Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad here this morning. We're glad to be coming to you from Studio B. Let's take care of our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and hard-working crew up here in Southport taking care of your air conditioning needs. We're looking at a high today of 87, a low of 71. Not getting back in the 60s tonight, so it's going to be a little bit warmer. Our water temperature, ironically, is going up 1 degree. At the end of the pier, it's going from 83 to 84, and it'll do that, but pretty soon it's going to start a pretty steady drop as we get ready for our fall migration. Let's take a look at our river readings brought to us by Mountain Dew. On the outdoors with Mountain Dew. Looking at the Apalachicola Bluntstown is at 8.6, and as we said yesterday, it's level off. It's going to be a good weekend to be on the river. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's reading a 5.9 this morning, and again, it's going to be in good shape. There's going to be some great times on the river, some nice fish to be caught this weekend. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good folks here on 23rd Street. Looking at good strong tides today, going on into the weekend. High tide is at 3:51 this morning, and then it's going out. So early morning tide is going to be strong going out, and it's going to be low at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we've got a strong outgoing tide all morning and on into the early afternoon. So I'll make you plans on how you're going to fish that. The winds are going to be almost negligible, coming in about 4 to 5 out of southeast. Okay, we're going to take our break, come back with our special guest. Welcome back, and welcome to our guest, Tom Martin. Tom's been on the show before. Welcome back.
Thank you, Chester.
We're glad to have you. And Tom is works with American Legion up there in Lynn Haven, and your assistant
Vice Commander.
Assistant Vice Commander. Before we get into it, we brought him on for a special reason, but again, let's go over your background. You've always loved to fish, and I know in your past you've caught a lot of fish.
Yeah, I lived in Alaska for about 10 years. I did quite a bit of hunting up there.
Yeah.
Mostly, bears, moose, caribou. And I've been down in Panama City since '72.
Yeah.
And I fished a lot of that lately with the Andersons on there on the head boats, and go out on a few little with charter boats, and we had a real good year.
I know we fished some of these charter boats together, some of these overnight trips and all kinds of trips we've had. And Tom is a good fisherman, and I haven't been on a head boat in the last year or two, last 2 years, I guess. How has the fishing been on those boats?
It's been pretty good, but it was nothing like on that family tradition went out on it. It was a trip from 2 o'clock till midnight, and we didn't get to the spot to fish until 5 o'clock. And by 5:45, we were limited out. There was 33 people on board, and they were all 10-pound plus snappers. I've never seen it like that before.
That is awesome. That's an interesting time from 2 o'clock to midnight.
They did a morning charter, and they did in the afternoon, left at 2 o'clock from St. Andrews Marina.
Yeah.
And we were back by 11 o'clock, and everybody limited out on big snapper.
Let me know next year when you go on that trip. Let me know, because I'd like to go to Raffles and that family tradition. They're
very good trip.
Good folks. Good folks. So that's interesting. But I've noticed some pictures and all. A lot of the fish, we're not getting in a lot of big fish and all on them, but overall.
Yep, I've enjoyed fishing. It's a lot of fun.
Well, I know you also like to hunt and all, but you like to cook too.
A little bit.
You like to cook, and also you do a lot of cruises. I see where you're going.
We just went on the new Carnival Mardi Gras about 3 weeks ago, and next month we're going out on the Norwegian Escape out of it. So I think I got about 37 cruises in. I just enjoy it.
Y'all just go all to the same place or different places?
I've been one in 2 out of Europe, and the rest of them are out in the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, excuse me.
Yeah.
Down there, to Cozumel and St. Thomas, St. Martin, stuff like that.
Yeah. I've known Tom a good while. Tom is a giver, and he works hard and helps other people and all. We've got a situation coming up. The American Legion, right here in Lynn Haven on Aberdeen Parkway, that's the old Moet property for you old timers. Originally, Moet Dairy was right there. But tell us what's going on.
Okay, this Saturday, we're having a Gilligan's Island Gala. It's actually it's a benefit for the St. Andrews School Board and the ukulele band. We'll be starting off at close to 6 o'clock with roasting a hog and potato salad, macaroni salad, chicken, full meal, and the cost of that is $10 a plate. We're having prizes for the best costumes, whether it's Gilligan or the Captain, Mary Ann, Ginger. We've got some merchants, a place, and a bunch of people put in prizes there for it. Williams, and then we've got an auction at right about 8 o'clock, and we've got a little 380 single shot pistol donated by Williams Gun, and bottles of stuff, and 2 baskets, jewelry, shirts, a lot of prizes, and like I said, everything goes to the ukulele band.
That's awesome. We're gonna take a break in a second, but this is a fundraiser for a good cause, and outdoor people are doing it. We're gonna talk about. He's got how big a hog are you cooking?
Right at 100 pounds.
100-pound hog. Now he's gonna do the cooking, so we're gonna take a break, come back, and talk about how he's cooking it, and where this money's gonna go, and some other really interesting stuff. So hang on, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, welcome back. See, we're Tom Martin doing a good deed with his American Legion cohorts, raising money for the ukulele. We're going to have those coming on after this break, Lady with the Ukulele. Okay, but first, let's get back to, first I'm going to talk about the food they're going to be eating, and I'm looking at, like Tom said, roast hog, barbecue chicken, potato salsa, macaroni and beans, pineapple upside down cake, and I'm going to be there. They asked me to ask a blessing, and one of the things I'm going to pray for is that, well, we don't eat too much. But Tom, tell us about you're going to cook that hog.
Right. We've got a large smoker set up out back, and I'll go ahead and put it on sometime late Friday afternoon. It'll cook all Friday night, and by 2, 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, it ought to be ready. Like I said, we got about 30 pounds of chicken to go along with it, so we've got plenty of food, and it's just I'm just hoping everybody has a good time. We've got some good prizes, and if you haven't, nobody's heard the ukulele band play, you're really missing out on a good show, because you know,
It'll be a good night.
they say you love music. These people love playing it. I mean, they're really good.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and one of the things also, the things you're giving away. I know Williams Gun and Pawn donated this pistol. And tell us about the pistol now.
It's a little. I got the brand up there. It's just a single shot,
Cool.
fold down barrel, a 380 caliber, and we are accepting the public for this event at the Legion. You have to come to the door, and we'll just sign you in, and then you're welcome to participate in all the events for that night.
Open to everyone.
Right.
Okay.
For that special event.
That's good. That's good. Also, one of the things too, when y'all get together, y'all just have a good time. Y'all usually have a theme, and this is going to be Gilligan's Island. Now, I know if you're like me, you're going to be in the back of your mind. You're going to be singing the Gilligan Island's theme the rest of the day. It's going to be in the back of your mind.
Well, they told me that they've been practicing it.
Have y'all been practicing? The Gilligan Island theme will be played there on the spot. So,
Coach volunteered to sing.
Okay. How often do y'all meet with American Legion?
Well, we're open 7 days a week,
Okay.
from 11 in the morning till roughly 9:30 at night. We have Wednesday nights we have bingo, and we have like a burger night, and then Friday night the Legions will have 2 or 3 weekend nights. The auxiliary will have a couple of nights. The Sons of the Legion and the Riders, they all have certain nights that they cook.
Okay.
And we have karaoke about half the time, and then live bands and different entertainment that plays on the weekends. And like I said, we're open to all veterans and retired military, and we'd love to see you out there.
Yeah, you know, every community has an American Legion. It could be a small community or it could be a large community, but the American Legion has been a stalwart of doing community projects and all. I remember as a kid that we had American Legion there in town, and they'd always do cooking them for something.
Yeah, we're pretty active with the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, and
Yeah.
and Mosley ROTC.
Yeah, and promotes so many good things, and all. That's why I wanted Tom to come on. He's an outdoorsman himself. He loves to fish and hunt in Alaska. How many years you hunt in Alaska?
11.
11 years. Doggone it. What's the biggest thing you killed up there?
About a 10-foot brown bear.
Brown bear?
Yeah.
Did you mount anything from up there?
I couldn't afford to get it mounted back then. I was in high school, and it was like $2,500 to have it mounted.
Oh, my goodness.
But I had a grizzly bear rug and a couple black bear rugs. And
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Did you ever fish up there much? Were you getting much fishing?
Yeah, we used to get a lot of the salmon. We used to go up in the streams out of Whittier and get the salmon when after they lay their eggs, they die. And we used to take them and put them on big hooks and set it out there for halibut.
Ah.
And that's good.
I guess that was a natural bait for the halibut then
Yeah,
as they come back down.
right.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yep, it's a lot of fun up
Do you
there.
do much halibut fishing?
I haven't since I left Alaska.
Okay. I guess these flounder right here pretty small compared to the halibut. Okay, well, Tom, we're going to wrap it up with you. We got another guest coming on. Is anything that $10 a ticket?
Yep,
And
that's for the dinner. And if they any information, they can right there.
the address is 400 Aberdeen Parkway. It's right off 389. You can't miss it. It goes back to the Lynn Haven Industrial Park. And if you go also to the Lynn Haven Sports Complex, you can come in that way.
Train air conditioning.
Train air conditioning.
Yeah.
Is right in there.
And then
Carl Andrews got a place in there. So
And they can call me on that number.
okay. And the phone number is 774-0231 if you want to call and ask any questions on it. Again, this is good folks doing good things for our community, and we're all about that. So, Tom, thanks for coming on, and
Okay.
And we're going to see you. I'm going to come early so I can pick some stuff off the grill.
You can help yourself.
That's one of the we always get tickled at these outdoor cookouts. The cookers always get a little bit of sample or something.
Well, there's plenty of food.
And we got this going on. Then also just got news coming on next week. We got Highland Park Baptist. They've got their wild game cookout coming up October 12th. And I've gotten word, not officially, but I've gotten word First Baptist Church is going their wild game cookout this year. And the rumor is their guest speaker is going to be Mike Huckabee. I don't want to say that for sure, but we got two. We're getting back in these cookouts and people socializing and doing good things. So we're excited about that, and we'll keep y'all posted on it. Again, don't hold me to that First Baptist that I've just gotten a phone call on it. Nothing official, but we are going to have October 12th at Highland Park Baptist. So let's take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. In this segment, bright, shiny face this morning, Pat Meese. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We've been talking. I've seen her in the past. I knew she looked familiar. And come find out you're a former teacher.
Yes.
And for 35 years. Before we get it past, she's going to tell us all kind of stuff. She might even play a song, first time ever. But let me do the Fishing Game Time brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. 6:51 to 8:51 this morning, and tonight 7:17 to 9:17. Okay, so tell the folks about yourself.
Well, I'm a transplant from St. Augustine, moved to Bay County in 1985, joined the school system then, was at Patterson, and then at Beach Elementary, and then I was a long time at Merritt Brown, and then I moved to the district office for a little while, and then I retired.
You retired?
Yeah.
Okay.
And during that time, I got involved in storytelling, and then I got involved with the ukulele orchestra.
We'll do one at a time. Let's quickly cover the storytelling part because that's always fascinated me.
Well, I didn't know there was such a thing, and even when I was teaching in St. Augustine, I found that children remembered things better if you could put them in a story form. If you could make it so it all hooked together, then they've got it. So you could even do that with, math formulas and just make up a little story about it, and then that hooks together and makes sense. Well, then I started telling all kinds of stories, and people would say, hey, come to my classroom and do that. And so I would. But I didn't know there was storytelling until I discovered that there were people out there actually making their living doing that.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I stayed in education and just, told when I could. And then when I retired, I started doing it more.
That is awesome. So there's a group of folks that go around and tell stories.
There's a storytelling association for almost every state. We have a great one here in the state of Florida. We have a state festival in Mount Dora in January. There's a national storytelling festival in Jonesboro, Tennessee, the first weekend in October every year.
No kidding.
It is fabulous. 5 big tents,
And you've
stuff going on.
You've been to it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
How about that?
So people come there saying, I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm here. And then the next thing you know, they're hooked and they want to do the same thing. Because that's what we do. We tell stories. You tell stories. Everybody, that's what humans do.
Yeah.
And they love to listen.
Funny you said that, you're storytelling with students. I did it with 17, 18-year-olds. I would do the same thing, start telling them a story, and their eyes just get focused on it. You've seen it in their eyes.
Yes.
And that was some of my favorite parts of teaching.
Well, some of the favorite parts are when you especially go into where the older kids are, middle school or high school, and they're all leaning back like, oh, this old lady's going to come in here and tell me about once upon a time. And then you get the story going, and you can actually see physically their bodies moving toward you. So it's been a lot of fun. In fact, we're going to be doing a Halloween storytelling in Panama City at the Panama City Hall, the new City Hall.
Okay.
And then we have a Christmas storytelling coming up. So watch the news. We'll have it out there.
Keep us posted, and we'll tell them, because I know one question before we get back to, we got to talk about the ukulele, but do y'all have like a time frame? Do you got to tell them 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Or I always wondered that.
It all depends
I start
on
talking sometimes, I just keep rolling.
Yeah, well, you're one of the people we take the mic away from.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. We usually, if we're doing an event, we don't want one person taking up the whole time.
Right.
So we say, limit your story to between 10 and 15 minutes.
But that's what I need to find out.
Yeah.
I got some good stories to tell y'all.
I bet you do.
Okay, ukulele. How did you get hooked with a ukulele?
I was at an arts meeting, and Jennifer Jones leaned over and she said, you need to join our ukulele orchestra. And I said, what ukulele orchestra? I never heard of it. And she said, well, we just got it started. And I said, well, I have an old ukulele. I used to play at Florida State back in the dark ages. And so I brought it. And I told you this earlier, that when I played back in the 60s, it was all folk music.
Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah, Joan Baez, all of that. So you could do everything with 3 chords. If you knew 3 chords, you could play anything. I was astounded to find out there were more. So it has been fun. The whole purpose of the ukulele orchestra is to, number 1, have fun, and number 2, to support music in the community. And we have tried real hard to do that. We have put out grants. We have put ukuleles in libraries so people could check them out. Oh. We've had ukuleles in elementary schools and high schools, Girls Inc., senior centers. I mean, we're out there. And it's not just ukuleles. The music grants are for anybody that needs something to help them with their music.
That is awesome. And then here's a tie-in now. Tom and American Legion are having this big cookout, and this money is going to help them out. So that's the beauty of it, how it all goes together.
Right. Well, we are just excited about it. It's so kind of them to do that. When they asked us to play, we thought, well, we just come and play. And then it evolved into something even better. So we just put 35 ukuleles in Bay High. Okay. And we're looking, to see what we need to do next, with whom, and
and y'all practice once a week, you said?
Once a week on Wednesdays, unless we're playing at Alice's. And we play at Alice's the 3rd Wednesday of the month. So every other Wednesday, we're at the school board, 6 o'clock. And we are an orchestra. So we have people with guitars, we have accordions, we have people who play, whatever, all kinds of instruments. And it makes the sound richer, because sometimes a ukulele just by itself can get a little twangy.
Well, listen, before we run out of time, we got about 2 minutes left. Can you do about 30 seconds? We've never had music on Panhandle Outdoors. This is a first.
I'm not sure how much music this is going to be. Make sure I've got it. Jambalaya, pumpkin pie, mayo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share of meal. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay-o. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. How about that?
All right.
So you can see why we need lots of us.
Okay, they're standing up now. You got a curtain call almost, but look, we're so excited about this. Now, the Gilligan Islands theme, y'all going to play that Saturday night?
We are, but don't ask me to play it right now because we're still working on it. Yeah, we have Gilligan's Island, and then we have a lot of other fun songs that we'll play. We'll do whatever they ask us to do. You know, we're just excited to be there. And looking forward to it.
Just the extemporaneous was just, no pressure. He just got up here and said, "Can you play it?" Well, I'll play something, and there she was. So that's pretty strong right there. And some people are gifted in different things, and musicians have always been a special part of gifted people. And I know in our family, my mother could sing, and my grandmother could play the piano and all. It skipped my generation. But I love music. So.
Well, I wish we could find somebody that could play the spoons. Do you do that?
Tom can do the spoons.
Can you do that?
As much as he eats. He does a fork and knife, he said. But we're looking forward to it, and thank you all for doing it. And if people want to join up with y'all, what can they do?
They just show up. There's no, we don't say, oh, you have to be able to play this or that. We had one person came up and she said, well, I only know how to play C. And I said, that's great. Every time there's a C, you play it. And I said, and eventually you pick up the rest of it. And she did.
What a great attitude, just to get everybody together.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that makes a team and a symphony and all.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
And thank the American Legion. Post is at
356.
356.
356. So we'll see you all Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Right?
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
Saturday night is it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We always appreciate the viewership. Do something good today for someone like these folks do. And you have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.